Alright, let's be honest. With all the movies coming out this week, this, if you've heard of it beforehand, you knew that this was the one that was going to be covered on the channel first. Let's just be honest here. Cold Storage is a comedy horror movie produced in France, written by the same guy who did Jurassic Park and countless other movies, Black Bag from last year being one of his more recent ones, and starring Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, and Liam Neeson. This movie is so much fun. It is engaging, it's interesting, and the movie really flies by. I was also shocked by how short it was. I thought it was longer as well, just because, but it felt short too. The story is pretty simple. They sent a fungus into space, and all of a sudden, fungus is now like the cordyceps from The Last of Us, I think is the best way to explain it. And they keep it stored safe in this military base that then gets decommissioned and becomes a self-storage place. And these two people on the night shift discover all of it. And then chaos ensues, and it is so much fun. I think the story is really interesting, especially with how they started it and how they just told it all. Like, I was very shocked by how engaging and interesting, like, the narrative and the world building really was around this movie, because I was not expecting so much plot, in all honesty, but it really worked, and it was really well paced. So story-wise, I have to give it a hand grenade score. Cinematically speaking, too, what was that? I was so astounded by all the visual effects in this film, because I was not expecting much. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, they made this in euros, so that makes a little more sense on why it looks really good, but it wasn't really marketed very heavily. But, like, my goodness, the visual effects were great. This, like, cinematography, there were some shots that I'm like, that's so cool, that's sick as hell. Like, there was so much that this movie had going for it that I kind of wish that it was more on people's radars. So I hope that this brings some attention to it, because it's really worth a watch. Cinematically speaking, I have to give it a hand grenade score as well. Directing, I thought it was really well directed. Like I said, it was really well paced. The movie feels longer than it actually is, but not even in a bad way. Like, it feels longer because it's so stuffed with stuff, but it's still well paced, and it doesn't feel like it drags at any point, and you're always engaged with what is going on in the movie. So that's just phenomenal directing as well. And like I said, the shot composition is great, and the coloring, I really liked a lot of the directing in this film, so I'm going to give it a hand grenade score as well from Johnny Campbell. And so cast and crew, let's talk about the actors now. Liam Neeson is hilarious in this, following his great comedic role in Naked Gun. Joe Keery and Georgina Campbell are also really fun and funny in this movie, as well, as they are kind of our main leads. And it's just a good time overall. Just great little film to watch. I'm really excited to watch more. I kind of want to see this again. And I wouldn't be opposed to more movies like this, because this was really well done, and just like a fun little premise that was well executed, that is probably going to find a cult following in the future. So yeah, hand grenade score there. Expectations and experience, I didn't know what I was expecting. I literally only knew that there was this was set in a self-store, and yeah, I knew that it had Joe Keery and Liam Neeson, and that was it. And then I watched it, and I had a blast. So, great time. Certified hand grenade movie. I cannot recommend this enough. I cannot wait to rewatch this. This is a blast, and I really do hope more people see it and get a love for it like I did. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Cold Storage if you've seen it, or most likely what's actually happening is now you're planning on seeing it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And on that, I'll leave you guys to it. Till next time. Bye.